What is up, you guys? It is Maddie here, and today I am bringing you another episode of the Elder Scrolls Online Roundup. Every time I go away from YouTube for a little bit, not because I don't like it, but just because or this weekend, I felt like having a life, and I actually went outside and played sports. And, I come back inside finally at the end of the weekend today, Sunday, and I check my YouTube, and, I got 6,000 views on one video, I got 3,000 on another, 2,000 on another, and I'm like, holy crap, and I got like 100 more subscribers. And, it's really refreshing to see. So, I'm hoping I can continue that view rise and kind of build my channel up again. That would make me extremely happy. So, let's start off with the three topics that we have today. We're talking about Cyrodiil. We're talking about item creation. That's the developer question of the week, number 18. And we're talking about what we're excited for mainly with this game. So in the description is an article from the Elder Scrolls Online website that you can go ahead and click on, read along if you want to. I'm going to briefly cover each topic that they talk about. Like I said, there are two parts to this Cyrodiil, what we can do in it. It's just explaining what activities we can do. Basically, I'm going to go over them all and give my opinion on them. So let's start off with towns. Basically, we're going to find towns spread around the the land of Cyrodiil, obviously. And basically, these are going to probably contain shops and NPCs that we can interact with, and they're going to give us quests. Now, it says that these quests are repeatable, which makes me afraid that maybe they'll get boring. Like, I'll do each quest in there, like, once, and then I'll be kind of done with that town and kind of walk away unless I really need some gold or experience. I'm assuming they'll have a lot, though, based off difficulty levels and whatnot. Not like we select our difficulty, but, like, for higher levels and whatnot, maybe the quest varies up a bit so that repeating them isn't as it's not as annoying and much of a grind as it sounds. That's what I'm hoping for. It says, for example, Imperial forces still occupy the northern portions of Shadenhall, and the citizens need your help to drive them out. Help the townspeople, and you'll be rewarded with golden experience. So that sounds very simplistic, and I'm hoping that stuff like that changes, but that's just a brief example. So that's one thing we can do in Cyrodiil. Another thing is finding crafting resources. This is pretty simple, not much of a surprise. Think about when you're walking around Skyrim. You can look at the flowers and you can pick up their leaves and whatnot, and you can use those leaves for alchemy and whatnot. So I think that's pretty cool that we still have that ability to interact with the environment around us in the Elder Scrolls Online. That's probably a hard feat to put in an MMO, but nonetheless, it's very cool. Next is guild quests. I really love guilds, and it's one of my favorite things in the Elder Scrolls in general. I love it. So, they mentioned the guilds, the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. I think they confirmed that there will be, the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. If they don't have the Dark Brotherhood, I think we're going to have a huge disappointment in this game, because the Dark Brotherhood has been my favorite forever, ever since I can even remember. I love the Dark Brotherhood. It's just that dark, great quest line, and I love assassinating targets. It's why I really like stealth games like Hitman Absolution and Dishonored. Assassinating targets, something about it, makes me feel cool. Alright, I sound like a faggot. Let's keep going onwards. So, they basically briefly cover what we can do in a guild quest. I'd recommend just reading that, because it's just guild quests. That's something that we can do in Cyrodiil. Next is Ruins and Caves, which is basically all I did in Skyrim. I loved going through caves and just finding random areas and going through them. They said this is where most of the valuable treasures are contained. Now, they did mention that there's going to be like Daedric artifacts similar to Skyrim, basically rare weapons. So I'm really excited for this, because I can kind of start my rare series again. And since it's an MMO, it should probably last a lot longer, which gets me extremely excited. I'm very happy to see that these valuable items are going to be located in the caves and ruins. It also just adds exploration. I think that's pretty cool too. So I'm pretty excited for that. So next is campaigns, and no, this isn't like story mode. Basically, what a campaign is well, let's read right here. A campaign consists of a group of players battling for control of Cyrodiil for a set period of time. Think months, not days or weeks. I was going to explain it in my own words, but I was like, wait, the definition's right here. Why not just read that? So that's pretty cool that battles kind of take place over time, and they add up. And basically what they do is at the end of this, you get rewarded with alliance points that you can use to purchase armor, weapons, and skill points for Cyrodiil, basically for your PvP and whatnot. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's basically what we can do in Cyrodiil so far from what we know of. Let's go on with the developer question of the week.
I'm Andrew Fredrickson, content producer for The Elder Scrolls Online. In past Elder Scrolls games, you've been able to create powerful weapons, potions, and enchantments. What are you looking forward to creating in The Elder Scrolls Online?
That's a pretty good question, Andrew. Now, what's interesting is that in my first Elder Scrolls Online Roundup episode, I actually talked about crafting and what it was going to be like, but I never really discussed what I would make when it came to crafting. So I was thinking to myself, when it came to Skyrim and all the other Elder Scrolls games, what did I really use crafting for? And then, I realized on the Xbox when I first got Skyrim, I was so busy hunting for rares and, thinking those were the best weapons and armor in the game that I never realized that crafting and smithing and upgrading your armor was so much more powerful. So on the PC here, when I started my new playthrough, when I, started doing the Skyrim Mod Workshop, Skyrim Chilling, and all those episode series, I started making weapons and whatnot as I was playing and upgrading them and increasing my smithing, and that's what I found most enjoyable and what I enjoyed making. I really liked making armor and then upgrading it and making it the strongest I possibly could and increasing my skills. That's basically my answer to that question. I mean, it's not something you can really go in depth with. I'm looking forward to making armor and weapons, and I think everyone else is too. I do like making potions, but I hope it's kind of easily accessible. It's not a grind finding like 5 materials scattered throughout the world. That's just a pain. Like, make it easily accessible for stuff like health potions, stamina potions, and magicka potions. Make it easily accessible because they're necessities. But not too easy. It's that in-between balance. So the final topic I wanted to talk about is just what are you excited for in the Elder Scrolls Online? Now, before I get into this, I want to ask that before you comment, if you feel like it, on what you're excited for in this for this game, I'd like to ask you guys. I was looking on Steam. Should I pick up Morrowind and do like a Maddie Returns to Morrowind series? I was thinking that was a pretty good idea. I really haven't seen anyone do it. I thought it would be pretty fun to watch because I don't think any of us have played Morrowind in quite some time, so I felt it would be enjoyable to watch. Be sure to leave a comment on that. Anyways, I'm going to talk about what I'm most excited for in the Elder Scrolls Online from what we know so far, and you guys can go ahead and leave your comments below if you'd like to. Going to be a lot of comments, hopefully. Like I said, comments and thumbs ups really increase my view count and help me out a lot and bring a lot more traffic to my little channel here, so I appreciate it if you guys could do that. So what I'm most excited for is just Elder Scrolls Online in general. When I say that, I mean playing the Elder Scrolls multiplayer with friends. That's something I've always wanted. Same thing with Fallout. I've always wanted a Fallout online game, where I could play co-op with my friends in Fallout. Just Bethesda makes great open world games, and I'm hoping that ZeniMax Online here can actually just do the same thing. But I think Bethesda's helping anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, I'm just in general excited for just playing with my friends and exploring the world and, finding stuff together and making videos and whatnot. That's kind of my core of the excitement of this game is just all the videos I can bring because it's going to be such a big game and there's going to be so many different things we can do with it that I think it's going to be really enjoyable. So that's what I'm excited for. Be sure to leave your comment on what you're excited for. Be sure to leave a comment on whether or not Maddie should return to Morrowind and not like a playthrough, but just kind of me walking around, enjoying the game, just playing, not playing for the playthrough or the let's play, just playing the game, and I'll just make it an episode series every other day or something like that. Be sure to leave a comment, and if I see enough comments and thumbs up on those comments, I'll be sure to check it out and probably do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave comments, like I said. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. On the top left are my Twitter and Facebook. Links can be found in the description. On the right are 2 videos you may have missed. One being the DLC theories and ideas I have for Bioshock Infinite, and the other is Songbird in Bioshock 1. Both Bioshock related videos, both very interesting and good. Got some great responses from it. Be sure to check them out. See you later.